grab your pens, grab your paper, grab your recording devices, whatever it is that you use to take notes. My name is Ashley Ann. I am a public speaker. I am an award-winning luxury event designer. More importantly to you, I'm a biz builder. The Lord, that dude up there, gave me the gift of business. More specifically, I specialize in creating targeted audiences and converting those people into buyers. Okay, that means people who are going to spend money with you. Blink, blink, blink. How many people could use an extra $2,000 every month? That's a very conservative and realistic goal. How many of you guys can use an extra $2,000 every month? And if you listen to what I run down to you in this broadcast today, we literally can get you a couple of thousand this week. Okay, we literally can get you a couple of that. Look at that. So just double hands. Hell yeah, yes. Latoya, you crazy. You said psych. Me. Good. So that's what I do. I specialize with Facebook ads, Instagram, Snapchat, LinkedIn, and live streaming platforms. So if you need help with like Pinterest, or you need help with, like YouTube and stuff like that, I'm not your girl. Okay. I don't do that. But if you're using these other social media platforms, and the majority of people on the planet definitely are at least using Facebook, about 78% of millennials, in the States use Instagram. So it's a pretty good chance that you're using one of those. And I love me the Snapchat. So first thing we need to do whenever it comes to making money. Oh, if you're a Kingdom member, you know what I want to see. Ready. Sorry about that. Let me see it roll through the comments. All right. And by the way, if this information helps you, push the little pig pimp and subscribe. And again, if I say something that helps you, or you know someone needs this, don't be stingy, honey. Okay. Share with the people. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell a pimp, tell a priest, tell a pastor, tell a hoe, tell a hustler, tell your sister, tell your brother, somebody in your downline, somebody in your upline, somebody that you like, somebody that you can't stand. Okay. At the end of the day, tell somebody about me. Blinkety blink. All right. So very first thing that I need for you guys to understand. Okay. I need for y'all to understand this. I need y'all to get the number of followers out of your brain. There comes a time when we're going to start to worry about being popular. But a lot of people, when it comes to social media, y'all are worried about being popular instead of being profitable. Okay. And I would much rather you have 500 or 600 followers of people who are really interested in your products and services and who are true potential buyers than for you to have 50,000 people following you. And yeah, they like all of your stuff and they give you a few comments, but it never results in a sale. So I need you to be focused on prosperity over popularity. Okay. Everybody put prosperity over popularity in the comments. Prosperity over popularity. Prosperity over popularity. Prosperity over popularity. Okay. When it comes to social media, the biggest advantage that you have with social media is that you have the ability to target. Okay. This is how you're going to make money. You got to learn how to be a target marketer and only put your products and services in front of people who are genuinely interested. Now, yeah, we got to create some good content and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, we got to use our hashtags and all of that good stuff. But let me go ahead and break it down to y'all. If you don't have traffic coming to your pages, you're not going to make any sales. Okay. If you don't have traffic hitting your ads, you're not going to get anybody on your list, right? So the name of the game, and this is where some people check out on me, but I would encourage you, okay, to take advice. We got a traffic. So sometimes you're going to have to pay to play, or you're going to have to do an even exchange. Okay. So the beautiful thing about Instagram and Twitter both work like this. You can do shout out for shout outs there. You also can do shout outs on Periscope, but it's a different way, and I'll explain it to you. So, if your money is funny, what I would encourage you to do tonight is to come up with a list of other people who have Instagram pages that are relative to your page. Okay. So you can do this by finding people who have products and services that correlate with whatever the product and service is that you can sell. You can find people who they may not have a product or service that has anything to do with your product or service, but they already have the audience's attention. So for instance, if I do a shout out on on a natural hair care page on Instagram. Natural hair care has nothing at all to do with building business, right? Does everybody agree that natural hair care has nothing at all to do with being a business builder or Facebook ads or marketing tips, or it has nothing to do with that, right? Nothing to do with that at all. Blue. Hey, Mr. Fuller fam. What's going on? But I know that a lot of African American women who have natural hair and utilize natural hair care products, just, from over time and meeting them and understanding my demographic and their hobbies and the psychographics of my audience, I know that there are a lot of women who care a great deal about what goes in their body, on their hair, in their mind, right? A lot of them they operate in the realm of trying to improve themselves in life. I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever met a girl who is a natural hair care girl that is not trying to improve her life in some area, whether it's finances, whether it's her business, whether it's her relationships, whether it's her mindset. Like this is very true. And I don't know how many of you guys in here are natural girls, right? I'm a natural girl too, even though I got on my good wig today, but I'm a naturalista. It's a mind frame thing, and we're very conscious about what we're eating, what we're drinking, what lotions we use, what products we use, all those sorts of types of things. So I know some of y'all are like, well, what the heck does this have to do with me making money? This has everything to do with you making money, because you've got to understand your audience. Okay. This is where I get down into targeting. So a lot of people, when people target, they think that it's about running constant ads. No, it's about learning how old they are, where they hang out, what they're interested in, where they shop at, their favorite YouTube, Instagram, Facebook channels to hang out on, their favorite entertainers, what music they like, finding out, if they are single, what their education base is, what their income level is. All you want to find out as much as possible about these people, because you're going to use your social media to socialize with them. Okay, we got to socialize. That's the purpose of social media. So for my example, I may contact somebody on Instagram who has a natural hair page, and I may say, hey, I think that we can work well together. I got a lot of people in my audience who would be interested in your products. And I know that there are a lot of people in your audience that would be interested in the tips that I can give you on building your business, right? And they may say, okay. And I may say, do you want to do a shout out for shout out so we can grow each other's pages? And they'll say, yeah, let's do a shout out for shout out, right? So whenever you guys are trying to figure out who these 10 people are that you can connect with on Twitter and on Instagram and on Periscope, or wherever you want to connect with them on the social media platform, Snapchat or whatever, and you're going to figure out who you're going to do shout out for shout outs with, this is really good if you're tight on coins. You want to make sure that that person has your targeted audience already, right? They have your targeted demographics already inside of your audience. So if you know that you service women who, for instance, in my case, I service women who are typically 28 to 40 years old. So I'm going to look at a lot of the fashion pages that they follow, the hair care, fitness pages. I'm going to go into vacation and travel pages that they like to follow, maybe inspirational and motivational quotes that they're into. If there's a particular person who's a leader in a micro community or something like that I know that they're all into, those are the type of people that I'm going to search for, because that's who's going to give me a good, strong audience. And when you do a shout out for a shout out and someone follows over to your page, that means that these are active people and they are engaged people. So whenever you start to post, they're going to be active and they're going to be engaged with you. Pronto, if you picking up what I'm putting down, I just made somebody some money right then and there. Even though I ain't even finished this broadcast, I just gave somebody the keys to the city with that tip. Okay. Now, something else you can do if your money is funny outside of a shout out for a shout out, you can do a collab with someone. Okay. So when you do a collaboration, sometimes those projects are going to last a lot longer than a shout out when we're doing collaborations. Okay. So you guys, on YouTube, you'll see people do like collaboration videos together. On Periscope, we will do Pass the Cast here together, right? on Instagram land, we may do a contest together and say, in order for you to get this contest, how do you know mainly 28 to 40-year-olds follow you? Because I pay attention to my audience. And that's another broadcast when it gets into how to target. You should definitely come to the Conversion Bootcamp if you're not really sure how to figure out your audience demographics and how to target. We will help you with that. And I also have a course on targeting. It's called Targeting 101. It's an amazing training. It's like over 5 hours of training. It's epic, and it literally walks you through the process of targeting different people, and how to figure out who you're targeting and who you're talking to and how to get those people to talk to you. So anyway, so then you may decide that you want to do a collaboration. So when we're doing a collab, that's going to be more than a one-time shout out, right? The reason we're doing these collabs, the reason we're doing these shout outs is because you've got to get traffic. If you don't get traffic, you're not going to make sales. All right. You can post all the amazing content that you want to on your page. And it's going to be one of my tips. I'm going to tell you to post content, right? And I'm going to tell you why we're posting content. But this is the thing. It's going to be such a long road if you're doing this on your own. Okay. And shout outs and collaborations are really great ways to get new followers on your social media pages without you actually having to pay for a sponsored post and without you have to pay for an ad. So if your money is funny, you really need to be taking notes, because this is something that you need to start applying like tomorrow, actually tonight, if you can, coming up with your list and reaching out to these people and how you guys can work together, because I'm going to tell you how to convert the new followers, right? So that you can make a few $1,000s this week. All right. So anyway, so we're going to work on a collaboration. So it could be a pass the cast. It could be a competition, and you have to like my page and 2 other people's pages, you know what I mean, to enter into the competition. You got to like our pages and follow us or something like that. It could be, respond to one of my Instagram stories or something, or one of my Snapchat stories, whatever you want to do, but you want to do something that's engaging and interactive with people. And this is going to be ongoing. It needs to be more than one post. So you guys may decide to work on this, except for YouTube. YouTube, you can do one post, because when you post a video on YouTube, it stays pretty much forever, right? And for months and months and months and months and months. On Instagram and stuff, and Twitter, and here on Periscope, and especially on Snapchat, everything's very fast, right? And it's disappearing for the most part within 24 hours and is moving down your timelines at rapid rates. So this is why you're going to need to do multiple posts within the week. So whoever you're working with on your collaboration, make sure that you explain to them that you want to be doing this for the next week or the next 2 weeks today. And, y'all discuss what times you want to post. Let's see. Oh, you did? Congratulations. Hey, you better come through with that $150, honey. That $150, you got to make $150 before you can get to $200. You got to make $200 before you can get to $500. You got to make $500 before you can get to $1,000, honey. And you for sure got to make $1,000 before you get to 10, and then y'all know, and so on and so on. So that's major that you did $150 yesterday. Congratulations. Thank you for sharing. You better come through here with that receipt, honey. You better come through here with the beginning of your success. Yes, God. I told y'all think it's a game. If you do not know me, my name is Ashley Ann. I'm a public speaker. I'm an award-winning luxury event designer and a biz builder. I broadcast typically Monday through Thursdays around 11:05 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tips and tricks to help you catch the coins, pay with the foes, and all the shmoney you are missing. And today I am on special. I'm doing a special broadcast because I wanted to teach you guys, because it's the holiday weekend, how you can get your life together and make yourself a few $1,000s this week. Blink, blink, blink. So anyway, back to what I was saying. So when you're collabing, we want to discuss how long the collaboration is going to last, what times a day we're going to be posting each other's stuff and sharing each other's things. And if you're going to do any like pass the cast or account takeovers, or if you're also going to work and email each other's list, all those different sorts of types of things. There's several ways that you guys can collaborate together. And also, I collaborate with other instructors all the time, and they collaborate with me. They may come into one of my academies and teach a certain segment of a course, and then I will pop into their academies and teach different segments of courses and stuff like that. And that's another good way for us to collaborate with each other. So just get creative and basically figure out how to get yourself introduced to a new audience. The reason I'm telling you to look for 10, because we need masses of numbers. So if your page right now if you have a page and you're not making sales every day, and it may have been a week or two since you've made a sale, that means we got to get a new influx of people in there, and we got to make sure we get your posting cycle updated so that your page is set properly so that it can convert, right? So we got to start working on that. So we need our influx of people. So that's how you're going to get your people if you ain't got no shmoney. Okay. Now, if you do have money, y'all know I love a good Facebook ad, because Facebook ads also run on Instagram. I also love account takeovers, and I also love sponsored posts. So sponsored posts can come through blogs. They can come through shout outs. You can do them in the form of solo ads. So I give you an example. We have a thing here on my Periscope channel, and it's called Scoper Spotlight. People pay $125. I go and check out their pages and their accounts, and I work their information into my content that I'm giving, and it works really well. People pick up anywhere from 125 to like 200 followers every time we do the Scoper Spotlights. So it works tremendously well for them, and it gets them targeted audience members, because only people are going to come over and follow that are interested about whatever their service and their product is, and then it's up to them once they get to the page to convert them, right? You also can do sponsored posts on Instagram. So basically that's like a paid shout out. So sometimes when you see people who have I'll be honest, if they have 5,000 plus followers and they're engaged followers, like they comment, they talk to them, they respond to their messages, like they have real followers, I would tell you it's worth it if you want to do a sponsored post. So if somebody only has like 5,000 to 10,000 followers, their sponsored post may only be like $7, which is not bad at all. It may be $10 or something like that. It's not going to be a lot. That's a good $10 that you can spend, and they may do that shout out with you, and it may get you like 35 or 45 new followers. And I know you're thinking 35 or 45 new followers isn't a lot, but it is a lot, because you got to remember, if these people came over and followed, that means they're interested. Like they're telling you, I'm interested in whatever it is that you're talking about. I want to learn some more. They're also people who are engaged. That means they're doers. So they're going to be, if they're engaged with them and they followed over to your page, that means they're going to be engaged with you. And so that means whenever you present them with a trip wire, there's going to be a higher propensity for them to buy. Or if you have like a Shopify store or something like that and you drop the links, a lot of them are actually going to click the link and go over to your store and check out what's going on. And that's how you can get a sale or two. Okay. So that's how that works. If you're running Facebook ads, y'all know I love the Facebook ads. If you're an effective targeter, you're going to be able to run those ads all day. They will show up on Facebook. They'll show up on Instagram. I have an Instagram ad right now that's running. I've spent a total of $25 on this ad. It's had over 15,365 views when I looked at it before I got on here. And that's only $25. Out of those 15,000 views and some change, it has resulted in, a few thousand people added to my list now, which is amazing. And out of those new people who have joined my list, I've made probably about $2,600 worth of sales in the past 2 days. Okay. So I will be the first person to tell you that you need to learn Facebook ads, which is one of the reasons, at the beginning of this broadcast, I said that you can go to the link in my bio and take the free Facebook ads targeting course, because Facebook owns Instagram. So whenever you run an ad on Facebook, as long as it fits within the parameter of Instagram, it's also going to show up over there. And it's a really great way to get traffic over to your site. So if you guys sell on Amazon or Etsy or eBay, if you have blogs, if if you're a marketer, if you're a coach, if you have a service, if you have a brick and mortar company and you're trying to actually get people to like walk into your offices and your doors, this is a really strong and effective way for you to be able to get those people into the doors or get them over to your sites and get them clicking and buying things. Okay. So that's when we get into traffic. Do you have a business Facebook page to run an ad? Yes. You need it either has to be like a business page or a community page, a public figure page. But you have to have some type of page like that. You can't run them from like, your regular Facebook page where you're kicking at. Okay. And by the way, if you're just getting here, my name is Ashley Ann. I'm a public speaker. I'm an award-winning luxury event designer and a biz builder. I broadcast typically Monday through Thursdays around 11:05 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tips and tricks to help you catch the coins, pay for the folds, and all the money you are missing. And today I'm walking you through how you're going to be able to make a few $1,000s this week. Yep, I said this week with your social media, and I'm literally telling you what to do. So make sure you take good notes. If you know someone that needs this information, make sure you share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, invite your other paid family members, blink, 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 so they can get this money too. And if this is your first time and you're enjoying it, push the little paid pimp, pop, pop, pop them right there on the head and subscribe. Does not cost you a thing, honey. You'll get my notifications, okay? It says they'll pay for the first month, I believe. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, Southern Belle, but hey, shout out to the free 99. Hey, Miss Nikita B. Okay, now that we got some traffic popping on this page, let's talk about what actually needs to be going on your social media pages. Your page has got to be prepped for automated sales. Okay, your page has got to be prepped so you can make a sale. There's no point in you made earnings this way. Y'all let Hello All know about me coming in here asking me that crazy question. Blink, blink, blink. Of course I made earnings this way. Hello All. I'm not even trying to shade you right now or read you. I probably made more last week from my social media pages than what you've made in a year. And that's what a lot of people inside of here. Inside of my, I literally have weekends where we will pull in between $30,000 and $80,000 like nothing. And I've had several weeks where I do in between $100,000 and $150,000 within 6 days just from running my Facebook ads and campaigns. I'm telling you how right now. What do you mean? I'm telling you. Oh my God. It's not a lie though, Bull Studio. It's not a lie at all. Hey, can y'all do me a favor? If you're inside of the kingdom and you've been here where I've showed you the inside of my PayPal accounts, inside of my Stripe accounts, inside of my Sam Card accounts, inside of our actual reports where I've changed the numbers and I've shown it live, when I've shown you guys the inside of my actual Facebook working accounts, do me a favor and drop a smiley face. Well, no, look, this is the thing. I already know that there are lots of people that do, but this is the thing. There's lots of people who are thinking this. So it helps whenever y'all can just go and validate that this stuff is happening. So either they can exit stage left, right, and stay on the struggle bus, or they can come in here and take these notes and get this cash. And I want to tell y'all this in life. I want you to understand this. There are people who are always broke who are going to discourage you, right? The information that I'm giving to you right now is free. What you've been doing in your life is not working at all. So why would you not take the free advice and apply it and try it? I'm not saying give me $600 and I'm going to put you in a business, right? I'm not saying give me $1,000 and invest in this unbelievable business opportunity. I'm literally out here giving you free advice on how you can come around and get these coins. And then tons of y'all see me getting coins all day that follow me on other social media pages. So anyway, I just want to tell y'all that in general in life, there are always going to be trolls, there are going to be haters, and there are going to be people. Sometimes they're not even trolls and haters. Sometimes people can see so little for themselves. Whenever they meet people like me, and they meet people like Nikita B, and they meet people like Cece, we seem unbelievable to them. And they're like, it's got to be a lie. It's got to be a game. It's not a lie and it's not a game. We're out here getting this money every single day. And y'all out here getting, and y'all see other people out here getting this money every single day. So we're telling y'all what you can do, what we're doing so that y'all can get this money too, right? You can't have a mindset that is that small to where you limit yourself to what you can have and what you can't have. Again, what I'm teaching is absolutely positively free. I ain't asked nobody for a credit card number. I ain't told nobody come and join my team. I ain't asked for nothing, right? I ain't say everybody use my PayPal and give me $1 today. None of that. I'm just out here trying to help you get your money up. So if you want to believe it, take these notes and try it, because it's not going to hurt you. I started off telling you free ways to get traffic. Everything I'm telling you actually is not going to cost you any money today, right? And then if I tell you about doing Facebook ads, I'm offering you a free Facebook course, right? And the money don't go to me that you spend with Facebook. That goes to Mr. Facebook. That goes to Mr. Mark Zuckerberg. Okay? Do I look like Mark Zuckerberg? No. So how's that benefiting me and telling you to use Facebook ads? I want y'all to think about it sometimes when people try and discourage you, because I notice this a lot, that people are gearing up, trying to live their dreams, wanting to pursue what makes them happy, wanting to gain financial stability or create secondary sources of revenue. And then there's always some broke, bogus person that will come behind and try and make fun of you or clown you or discourage you from wanting better for yourself. Do not let a chump, okay? Don't let a chump keep you down in the same hole, in the same pit that they're in, because they don't see better for themselves. And so instead of them taking the energy, right, and the courage to get out and try, they will rather come and discourage y'all. Don't fall for that trick. That is a trick of the enemy, okay? All day, okay? His wife all day long. So anyway, so back to what I was saying. Now, back to what I was saying. So let's talk about the actual social media pages. And you have to make sure that your page is optimized for sales. And lots of people's pages are not optimized for sales. So if you know that you're about to do a collaboration project, if you know you're doing a shout out for shout out, if you know that you're running an ad, whatever you have going on, we have to really think about the content that is around the ad. So if let's say I do a post and I run an ad somewhere and I'm talking about Facebook and how to use Facebook to get more conversions. Well, the few days before, okay, this is the thing, the few days that are before that, I'm going to stack my page up with Facebook content, because when you're a new follower and if they're really interested in what I'm talking about, a lot of people are going to scroll down your timeline, right? So I need to make sure that I have content that is correlating with what's been going out in my advertisements or what's happening in my collaborations. Is everybody picking up what I'm putting down? This is very important, because if you miss this step, you're not going to be able to convert your new followers. And this is where a lot of you guys are dropping the ball. This is why some of y'all are like, I'm getting all these new followers and still no one is buying from me, right? And there's a few of y'all that you're not targeting your followers and you're just getting followers that are following you because you don't understand your audience. But most of y'all are dropping the ball here during the page prep process. So we need to be thinking about, okay, if I got a bunch, and I'm using myself as an example. So if I have a bunch of ads going out and I'm doing shout out for shout outs and I'm doing past the cast business scopes and stuff like that, and I'm focused on Facebook ads, that means whenever you come to my page on Instagram, when you come to my Periscope, when you come to my Facebook, I better have tips and tricks about Facebook. I better have things correlating with Facebook, and whatever my free 99 product is, it better be related to Facebook or Facebook ads. Okay? Blink, blink, blink. It better be related. So so for instance, if you have an online fashion boutique and you're running ads and you're trying to get people to come over about your fashion, and you put out an ad, well, not an ad, you put out a sponsored post, or maybe you do like a little Instagram meme or something, and it's about the memes are really funny when they talk about how it looks on the model online versus how it looks when you actually get it. So maybe you put out a meme or something that's like that, and it's hilarious, and people come over and follow your page. Well, I would encourage you, the days before that post runs on somebody else's page, or the days before that Facebook ad start running, you need to have other posts on your page that talk about maybe dressing for your body type, maybe that talk about the 7 pieces everyone needs in their wardrobe, maybe talking about how to use your accessories to change things from to change stuff, from workplace to evening time, right? Because that's all related around fashion, and it's around the content. So if you're scrolling down my timeline and you're liking my stuff, you're gonna be like, okay, this is pretty dope, right? And I have to have offers sprinkled in there too, where I'm saying go over. So if I have a boutique, I'm going to say, use this coupon to get 10% off your first order, or use this coupon to get free shipping, right? So I got to have that staggered inside of there as well. That is a part of prepping my page so that it helps my ad to convert. So if I'm over here and I'm talking about, if I'm here and I'm talking about Facebook ads, right? Then whenever I'm giving my information about Facebook ads, I may give some stuff about setting a budget. I may give some tips about how to optimize your ads, like some basic numbers you should be looking for. I may put up some videos and I show the inside of my account. I may then turn around and do a Periscope broadcast and I say, hey y'all, we're going to put together a whole ad today. Come in at lunchtime and watch me, and we're going to do a tutorial on Power Editor, blah, 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 blah. And then I'm going to give and then I'm going to say, you can go to www.linktree/King Ashley Ann, www.linktree/King Ashley Ann, www.linktree/King Ashley Ann, and use that link in my bio and register for the free Facebook ads course. Okay, so you gotta prep your page. You gotta think about it. So if I know that my ads are finna drop on a Wednesday, I'm gonna make sure I'm stacking up my page, or I'm probably gonna start stacking my page on Saturday, actually. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I'm still banging out content that is related to whatever is happening in my post or my collaboration or my ads. Is everybody picking up what I'm putting down? It doesn't necessarily have to be multiple social media pages surrounding the subject or the product. For me, it's multiple social media pages because I talk about business building here on Instagram and Periscope and on my Snapchat. So for me, because those are all related and a lot of my biz building audiences come from those 3 social media platforms, that's how it would be for me, right? If I'm doing something with my event design and production company, I would probably focus primarily on my IG and on my Facebook page. But there are lots of people who are only they only use Instagram and they're killing it on Instagram. They only use Snapchat and they're killing it on Snapchat. So that statement, I'm glad that you asked that. That's relative to what social media platforms you're using. Does that make sense? Oh, you're beautiful, Creative T. I love you too, boo. Does that make sense? Everybody picking up what I'm putting down when I say that? So you don't, if your audience base is only here on Periscope, or your audience base is only on the gram, or your audience base is only on Facebook, then do what I'm telling you, but apply it to Facebook or just Instagram or Pinterest or, wherever you're at. Okay. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now that we got the pre-content figured out, you also have to be aware of what is happening with your content the day that your ads drop, because this is when most people are going to start to follow you, right? Or the day when your collaboration happens, or your shout out is being posted, or whatever you have going on. But let's see, I've had to experiment with where my potential client is, right? Yes, because when you're doing the shout outs, so you're going to be able to tell what social platform. This is the thing. There's no such thing as the social media platform for potential clients. People are everywhere. I will tell you that. And you should know your audience and your people enough to say, I should make a home here on Facebook because I get good responses on Facebook, right? But I guarantee, whether if you have an audience or not right now on Periscope, I promise you there's somebody here on Periscope that wants what you want. There are billions of people, millions right now using Periscope, billions using Instagram, billions using Facebook, billions using Snapchat. You can't tell me that there's not somebody for everybody on one of those platforms. There are billions of people using LinkedIn, right? I'm sorry, no, LinkedIn is millions on LinkedIn. So anyway, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, you need to, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really matter. Now, I always tell people you need to pick the platform that resonates with you and that you enjoy the most, because this is going to take a good amount of time. So anyway, so now that we got that, now we got to think about what we're actually posting the day that my ad or my post or whatever drops. And that should be the day that you are offering your free 99. And that should also be the day you're pulling out the works with your tripwire, right? You should be talking to all those new followers, and you need to be offering them something that is an unbelievable deal within those first 48 hours, because what we're trying to do is separate our buyers from our tire kickers, okay? And then we also want to separate and segment who is really interested in in learning more information further about my products or services. So if you're a coach, this is really important to you. If you're a service person, this is really important to you. If you have a blog or something like that, you want to try and push people over and get them to go ahead and sign up for your blog, right? And you want to look at what subject matters and what blog post was interesting to them. If you have a Shopify store, Or maybe you're a cake baker. This may be the time you may say, if you're a cake baker, you may say free delivery, on all orders made by May 31st or something like that. Or this is when you say free shipping, if you use this code and your order is made within the next 48 hours. Or this may be where you drop a flash sale or something like that. Because remember, they came over to you because they were already interested in whatever that content was that you put out there on somebody else's page or that you put out there in your ad, right? And then when they come, they want more of it. And a lot of people are missing the ball here because y'all would do some phenomenal ads, y'all would do phenomenal posts, y'all would do phenomenal collaborations, and then people will come over to your page and you let them die, right? You let them die. You don't offer them anything that's related to the content that you put out. So for example, I have a conversion bootcamp that's coming up June 5th. There are only like 4 or 5 seats left for the conversion bootcamp. Right now it's on sale. The sale ends tomorrow at midnight, right? So if you want to learn and get way more in depth and work with me in a small group every day for 21 days on how to pick your product, pick your audience, talk to the audience, create your content, sell them stuff, how to segment your list, how to build your email list, what to put inside of the sequences, how to utilize Facebook ads to your advantage, right? How to do your sponsor posts. If you want to do all of that, then you need to make sure you use the link in my bio, www.linktree/King Ashley Ann, www.linktree/King Ashley Ann, www.linktree/King Ashley Ann. Click it and you can jump in the conversion bootcamp, right? Boom, just like that. So that makes sense. It needs to be relative. Okay. It needs to be relative. And you can find everything that I'm talking about by clicking the second link in my bio. Click the second link in my bio and it will tell you everything that I'm talking about. All right. So now I'm making my offer that day, right? So, it doesn't end there. Well, what am I going to talk to people about after they come over, right? So after they come over, every single day on your social media page, you should always be directing people to your freebie. You should always have a call to action. Always have a call to action every single day, running people to your freebie, because if you're doing this right, there should not be a day that goes by that you don't pick up a new audience member. Literally. Now some of us are going to pick up more audience members than others, right? Some of us are going to pick up, 200 or 300 audience members a day. Some of us are going to pick up 2,000 or 3,000 audience members a day. Some of us are going to pick up 2 or 3 audience members a day. And there's no shame. As long as they're targeted and they're interested in your subject matter, that's all it needs to be. Okay. That's all you need to be worried about. What you should be worried about is if you're having a day and you pick up no new audience members. That's a problem. Okay? So it's somebody, whether it's one person, 10 people, 100, 1,000, 1 million, it don't matter. As long as every day there are new people coming into your audience. Because if we're not picking up new members, that means people aren't interested in our content. That means they're not interested in what we're sharing, right? That's what that is telling you. And that's a flop. And if they're not interested in what you're sharing, they're definitely not going to be interested in buying whatever you have to offer to them. So, bloop. Anyway, so we got to think about what's happening after. So we got our pre-page prep. We got what's going on the day of the page. Then during that week, we're always going to drive them back to my freebie, right? And then we're going to start to try and get to know the audience. And we're going to do this based on, engagement-based posts. So asking them questions. We may do stuff, just say, hey, if you remember the yellow pages, drop a smiley face, right? We may put something funny that we know is going to make them laugh, because remember I told you in the beginning, you should have targeted, so you should understand a lot about your audience demographic. So for instance, if I know a lot of people in my audience like to watch Love and Hip Hop, right? Well, if I put up a meme on Monday night about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, the people in my audience who watch Love and Hip Hop are going to relate, and they're going to laugh at it, and they're going to talk to me, and it's going to open up doors of communication, right? So it doesn't always necessarily have to be business related. It can show off your personality. It can show off your interests. It can show off the human side, because this is social media. And so our job on here is to socialize with each other, right? So you want to make sure that you understand more about your audience and you guys are developing a relationship. The reason you always want to be offering them to take advantage of your freebie or your lead magnet every single day is because you always want to have another form of communication with your audience members. So for instance, I adore Periscope. I love all the Pig Posse members and I love all the Kingdom members, right? But what happens if Periscope just disappeared one day? How would I be able to talk to y'all? How would y'all be able to talk to me? If I have not tried to put you on a list so that I have communication with you outside of here, I'm screwed. What happens, y'all know Periscope always has a struggle with like notifications not going out. So what happens if we're in a funk and my notifications are not going out and none of y'all know when I'm on at 11:05? I'm just supposed to stop talking to y'all? Y'all gonna stop talking to me and I'm gonna lose my audience? No. And so this is why you've always got to be trying to build up that audience. So that's why the freebie is important. That's why the lead magnet is important. That's why you see so many of us internet people like always like freebie. We're always telling you to get people on your list because we know at the end of the day, you will have your list no matter what social media platforms are hot, what changes, what happens, what goes on with your account. You still have a way to communicate with people. Okay, so that's your posting cycle. Now, please keep in mind, nobody wants to follow a walking, talking advertisement. Okay, so whenever you're posting, I would encourage you at least once a day. I'd tell you follow this formula: 80% content, 20% offers. Okay, so that means 80% of the time that you are talking, posting, videoing, recording, whatever, it should be based on content. 20% of the time you're going to make your offer, right? People don't mind a little offer here and there if the content is good, the conversation is good, and they're having a good time and they feel like this wasn't a waste of their time being inside of the broadcast or coming to your Instagram page, right? Or watching your video or going through your Snap story. So 80% content, 20% offers. Do not flip it the other way around. Because if you can't give your stuff away for free, then you need to find something that is supplemental to your stuff and give it away for free. You ain't got to give your stuff away for free. If you need to educate consumers on why they need your product or service or how that product or service is going to help them, then you can create a freebie based off of that, right? It could be a video, it could be an ebook, it could be a PDF, it could be a checklist, cars. Okay, so first of all, let me tell you this. You try me right now, but I'm finna do it because I just want to flex on you because you trying to test my fresh, but what you don't know is I'm fresher than a cucumber in the garden all day long. I'm a business builder in real life, okay? Doesn't matter what you throw at me, I'm going to pop something back off to you like that because this is what I do. So since you sell cars and you can't give cars away for free, but you're not trying to hear what I'm trying to tell you, even though I'm trying to help you, things that you could do for free that would help you create a buying base. So when people need cars, they come to you. You could give people a free consultation to say, come in and we can consult with you about your finances and find out what type of loan you could get approved for. And how much. You could put out to people information on 10 things everybody should know before they buy a new car, because now you're establishing yourself as an expert and you're being helpful to your audience members instead of a predator, and you're creating trust with them. So whenever they get ready to buy a car, they're going to want to come and talk to you. Okay. Next thing that you could do, because I can keep them coming all day long. If you're a car salesman or a car saleswoman and you got a free 99, you could do something as simple as showing people how to find the accident reports on their cars. So you say if you're buying a used car, you know how many owners it has and what damage has been done to those cars. You know how many people don't know how to do that? Boom. Pick up what I'm putting down whenever you get through. And if you want to go to AshleyAnnSpeaks.com, AshleyAnnSpeaks.com, and register for your laser session, please do so. Blink, blink, blink. Think it's a game. So if anybody in here want to try me, this is my gift. Okay. The same way a woman with a beautiful voice or a man with a beautiful voice can just sing like that, That's how I am about business. I can see whatever you got, put together your systems like this, okay? And tell you how to get this money. Blink, blink. Blink, blink, blink. Or you need to go on over there and register for the conversion boot camp is what you need to do. Go to www.linktree/King Ashley Ann, www.linktree/King Ashley Ann, www.linktree/King Ashley Ann, and get into the conversion boot camp. Okay. It's on sale until Monday night because it's Memorial Day. I took it off sale and I put it back on sale for Memorial Day because I was like, oh snap, there's a holiday. So it's on sale. You can get in, and save $150 right now, and if you don't get in before Monday night, the price goes up. Right now, back to what I was saying. Ask me questions about the boot camp at the end. All right, so back to what I was telling you guys. Now we got the page stack. Now we're offering our freebies, right? And your freebie is all about establishing a relationship with somebody. Once they're on your list for your freebie and you're sending things to them, then we need to turn around and we still got to make them offers. So if somebody picked up my freebie on Facebook ads, they're already letting me know that they have an interest in learning more about Facebook ads, right? So at that point, it would be appropriate for me to offer you maybe a free training. I may send you an email and say, hey, hey, we're doing a free live training this week on how to optimize your Facebook ads. Or I may offer them one of my products like Facebook ad starter kit or Power Editor Biz Bundle or retargeting, dynamics or something like that, right? Because they've already told me they're interested in Facebook. So I'm going to shoot you an offer for a product that is aligned with that freebie, right? So if you are a coach or a business consultant, you may not come right out the back and offer them a product, but let's say let's say you're a life coach and you put out a free success guide. And in the success guide, it has 10 steps to help you accomplish all of your goals or something like that. And if people download that, then okay, these are people who are goal oriented and they are trying to go to another level in their life. So then I may email those people and maybe I have an audio book or an ebook or something like that that's about that subject. So I may send them that offer. Or if I'm a coach though, if I'm a life coach, I'm going to take it a step further and I'm going to say, hey, I noticed that you grabbed the success goals guide. Congratulations. That's an amazing step to take towards creating prosperity and winning in your life. If you ever want to talk to me sometime, I'm doing free consultations this week on Thursday and Friday. You can sign up for a free 15-minute session, and we can chit chat about some of the things that you want to achieve. And we also can see we also can see if we're a good fit to work together, right? Because maybe you have a small group program coming up. Maybe you have a 6-week course or something like that, or maybe you're just trying to pick up new one-on-one clients. That's how you work those sorts of types of things out. So that's how you move people from the social media to your list, and now you're communicating with them on your social media pages, and you're communicating with them through the email, right? Or text message, or however they signed up on your list. Everybody picking up what I'm putting down? If you picking up what I'm putting down, drop some money bags, money bags. And if you don't know me, my name is Ashley Ann. I'm a public speaker. I am an award-winning luxury event designer. More importantly to you, I'm a business builder. I broadcast typically Monday through Thursdays around 11:05 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tips and tricks to help you catch coins, favorite foes, and all the shmoney you are missing. But today, I am on in the afternoon, honey, on a Sunday, because I'm going out with my sister, and I wanted to make sure, though, that you guys could come up on some coins, okay, this week. As you can come up on the coins this week. Blink, blink, blink. Now, the next thing we have to do, you have to continue communications. Just because you did that one set of posts doesn't mean you get to stop posting. No. There's lots of money to be made inside of your DMs, and a lot of y'all are missing the opportunity to get these coins. Okay, so I would encourage you guys to sign up for either Fan Harvest or Holler, HOLR.co. Fan Harvest is FANHARVEST. Okay, either one. What these are autoresponders for your messages. So whenever you get a new follower on Instagram or you get a new follower on Twitter, now it's not going to auto-respond for Periscope because we don't have inboxes here on Periscope. If you use Facebook, you can use ManyChat and they will respond to you. So every time you get a new follower to one of your pages, the little robot is going to pop onto those people and it's going to say, hey, Thank you very much. The little robot is going to pop up and it's going to say, hey, how are you? Well, whatever you tell the robot to say, right? So my robot says, hey, I'm Jessica. I'm the most awesome bot in the world, and I help Ashley keep her life together. And we're so happy that you subscribe. What do you need help with? And then mine pops out a bunch of little options. It's like A, Facebook ads, B, Instagram, C, live streaming, D, none of those or whatever, right? And depending on how people correspond, the little robot takes over. ManyChat is really, really cool, and it's only like $10 a month. With Holler and with Fan Harvest, I just have a really simple message. It's like, hey, I'm Ashley Ann. Thanks for connecting with me. I'm excited to meet you. I'm a biz builder. Check out the link in my bio to get the free, Facebook ads course, or use the link in my bio to get the free social media content sheet. Whatever it is that I'm offering for free, I always tell people inside of there, like, hey, go and use the link in my bio and get this, and it can help. And also, I do free business streams Monday through Thursday at 11:05. So if you need business advice, you can come into those. And then I'm like, oh yeah, by the way, this is automated, but if you message me the next time, I promise it'll be a real person. And I do like a LOL. There are so many people that send us messages because they don't think that a real person is gonna message them back. So when they drop us messages, we're like, hey, and they're like, oh my God, somebody responded. Yeah, we did. We told you we would, right? So anyway, so that's how we work that out. So every time, even when I'm saying hey to people, I'm still offering them one of my products, right? I'm still offering them one of my lead magnets. I'm still offering them a freebie. And this is the thing, the DM opens up a lot of lines of communication. I have so many people that will pop into my inbox and they will send us messages. But they won't write publicly on the walls, right? For whatever reason, they won't write publicly inside of a page, but they definitely will pop into their inbox, honey, and send us all kinds of messages. Yeah, that's it, Latoya, HOLR.co. Thank you, girl. That's how that works out for us. And whenever we start up the communication, we can talk with each other one-on-one, and it's really easy to transition people like over to a website. If you're selling something, it's really easy to move them over to a blog. It's really easy to get them to come into your physical location, and it's super easy to get people to sign up for a consultation or to go through one of your classes or a course or whatever it is that you're offering to people. So that's how you work that whole little thing out. All right. So congratulations. I hope you took good notes. I really just laid down the law on how you can make a few $1,000s this week utilizing your social media. My name is Ashley Ann. I'm a public speaker. I'm an award-winning luxury event designer. More importantly to you, I am a biz builder. I broadcast typically Monday through Thursdays around 11:05 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tips and tricks to help you catch the coins, paper the foes, and all the shmoney you are missing. I am so pleased to say I've helped a little over 4,500 small business owners generate revenue with their social media. I have 352 clients currently who are making 6 to 7 figure incomes. Hey. Last year on Periscope, I helped a little bit over 200 people make an average of $2 to $5 grand a month just right here on Periscope. Another 50, my rock stars doing between $10,000 and $30,000 a month. So I'm really good at what I do. The advice that I just gave you, normally if we were sitting inside of a class, I would have charged you up about $299 to come to the workshop. So I hope that you took some very good notes. Okay. Blink, blink, blink. As I just laid out what you need to be doing to getting these coins, okay? To getting this cash, to converting so you can make something, so you can make some shake for yourself this week. And what I laid out is not the only way that you can make money online, but they are definitely realistic methods. And it's the beginning of a SOP, which are standards of procedures. So that way you have a consistent system that's always in place so you can keep making the coins day in and day out, day in and day out. I would like to encourage you guys, if you want to know more, you can go to the link in my bio, www.linktree/King Ashley Ann, www.linktree/King Ashley Ann, www.linktree/King Ashley Ann. That is the second link in my bio. If you click on it, you can check out the conversion boot camp. If you don't want to come to the boot camp, we also have a 10 steps to 10K masterclass, and we walk you through the process of how you can start building up your social media pages and converting people into buyers. So you can get the masterclass or you can come to the boot camp. Use the link in my bio. Okay. You registered for Facebook class? Hey! We are officially open for Q&A. We're officially open for Q&A. Ladies and gentlemen, pimps, hustlers, heifers, all of that. What's my Facebook? The Club Social with the letter K. I'm getting all, ugh. I need to take some. And I'm King Ashley Ann on Instagram if you want to follow me there as well. And I'm also on Snapchat. So yes, but that is it. Right, they got a rich around, okay? Why y'all in these streets playing? Yes, I am from Arkansas. You made some sales. Hey, congratulations, Lady Divine. That's amazing. What's the class with you for $125? Tamanite, I'm not sure what you're talking about, girl. Give me some insight. Give me some insight to what you're asking me about. And I probably can tell you it's probably like a 1-day workshop or something if it's $125. I'm gonna guess a woman, or it may be like a download where you can get, and the download has a lot of stuff. Yes, I have a BA in finance and I have a master's degree, but even though I have degrees, I will tell you this, degrees don't mean anything. There are lots of people on the planet Earth who have degrees and they're idiots. Okay, there are lots of people who have degrees right now and they're working at a Dollar General store. And no disrespect to you if you work at a Dollar General store, but I'm just saying that just because you have a degree doesn't mean that you're like super smart or that you're destined to be great. There are tons of people who don't have degrees who are smarter than smart, okay, that are out here that are real hustlers. They got a lot of heart and they are out here killing people all day long. And there are lots of people that feel like because they have a degree that they're above, you know, the rest of the population. And that's not necessarily true. And of course, I value education because I have 2 degrees, right? But I'm just saying. So yeah, what percentage of social media marketing should be doing versus print marketing? If you were going to ask me, I would tell you should probably be doing 80% social media and online marketing, because online marketplaces are different than social media. Online marketplace are normally forums and hubs that are able to gather large populations of the target audience you want to reach. So for instance, for my event design and production company, I have an account and I market on Wedding Wire, right? I'm also a member of the of Munaluchi or whatever, right? So if that's what I have going on, those are online marketplaces for me, and that's different than my social media. So anyway, I would tell you, and I would say like 80% though in real life. And I've done both. And when I first started, I did print advertising. I don't feel like I've ever seen my ROI with print. For me personally, that's me. I think social media is the best way to go because you can reach people and build your own platform quickly. That's just me. Let's see. Bloop. Trying it. Some people are just so sad. They just want to be a nuisance. What type of things could be freebies for a child care center? Lots of stuff about child education. Lots of stuff how to help your child advance in their skills, like when they're home, you know, when they're outside of the daycare. Lots of manuals on child care rules and protocols. You know, maybe 7 questions to ask before you enroll your child in a new child care facility. All kinds of stuff. Using those platforms as promotion in regards to posting blogs for products. Yep. Let's see. If you are brand new to your tribe, where do you recommend starting with you? I would tell you to make sure that you follow here and follow on Instagram and Snapchat if you like. I would tell you to use that second link in my bio, the www.linktree/King Ashley Ann, and check out whatever I have for free. On June the 7th, I have a free workshop that's going to be coming up too. I'll start talking about the workshop on the 1st. So that'll be Thursday because I normally do them 7 to 10 days out. I would encourage you to come to that. And yeah, just hang out with us. How do you manage paying the federal and the state taxes on that type of money? The same way you pay them on every type of money. You have an accountants and you have bookkeepers, and you have a system, right? And all my stuff is divided up. So like the money that I make online for my digital products, that's all in one different account from one company, and that's different for my event design and production company, and that's different from my real estate, and that's different from my dropshipping stores. Like, there are people called accountants, there are people called bookkeepers, there are softwares called QuickBooks. Like, I'm not like you account for your money, and you know what the laws are, and you know what the percentages are, and you pay your taxes. Like, I don't understand. You pay your taxes. Best funnel company? No such thing. Yeah. No such thing as a best funnel company. And I'll be honest, there's lots of different companies and lots of different softwares that you can use that will help you create good funnels. So like Lead Pages is really good. Instapage is another good one. ClickFunnels is really good, right? So there's lots of stuff that you can do. Right. Shout out to all the accountants and the bookkeepers. Important people on the planet Earth. Super important. Would a Tripwire that's a 2-page PDF doc with great content be considered too short to sell? There's no such thing. Your audience is going to tell you what they want and what they don't want. I tell everybody all the time, you sell by listening, you sell by listening, you sell by listening. So if you put out a product and the market does not respond to that product, okay, and they're not buying it, then they don't want it. That's all it is. If you're asking people to go and sign up for stuff and nobody's signing up for it, they're telling you they don't want it. And it could be the way that you're framing it. You may have to change the vocabulary. You may have to change the ad or the graphic that goes with it. You may need to educate people a little bit more so that they understand why they want it or why they need it, right? But I tell people all the time, you sell by listening, and people will tell us what we want to buy. We will tell you when we want to buy it, how much we want to pay for it, how we want to pay for it. So I've seen people literally sell 1-page documents, right? Because it's like a checklist or something like that, or it's a list of something. I've literally seen people sell 1-page documents that's a list of this and that, and they make a killing with it. Make a freaking killing with it off of a 1-page list, and they'll sell the 1-page list for like $4 or something like that, and it does really well, and you can sneeze at $4. But I'll tell you this: you get 1,000 people to buy a $4 product from you in 30 days. That's $4,000. I have like a little $7 product, and I use it all the time, and it makes us a good little piece of money. So yeah. So yes. All right, y'all, we got time for one more question before I get on down out of here. Thank you for all of the hearts, everybody. By the way, I appreciate them so much. Heart, 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 heart. You're welcome. What kind of freebies can I offer for Waist Shapers? Lots of things. You tried it. You need a one-on-one. That's not going to be my last question. It's going to be a question specifically about your business. If anybody wants to know anything specifically about their business, either you need to come into the Conversion Bootcamp, or you need to go on over and get you a laser session. Use the second link in my bio, www.linktree/King Ashley Ann, www.linktree/King Ashley Ann, www.linktree/King Ashley Ann. Blink, blink, blink. Use that link. Okay. Use it. Okay. Don't snooze on it. Use it. And you can sign up for any freebie. You can sign up for the 10 steps to 10K conversion bootcamp. Hey, what's happening, neighbor? And you can sign up for the masterclass. Yo, shawty. Hi from Dubai. I'm actually kind of tall. What is a Conversion Bootcamp? Conversion Bootcamp is a 21-day course, and it takes you through the process of whatever your product or your service is. And it says, this is how we identify it. This is how we frame it. This is who we're going to market it to. This is how we're going to market it to them. This is the type of content that should be made. This is what time you're going to post. This is how we're going to convert people over. Let's make a tripwire together. Let's make a landing page. Now let's make some lead magnets. Now let's make some offers. Now let's put together our email autoresponders. Now this is what should be inside of your email autoresponder. So here's your sequence. So now you're making automated offers. Now let's set up our social media pages with the proper bio and with the proper apps and with the proper responses. You don't know what to say to people? Well, here's a bunch of ideas of different things that you can say to people whenever they pop inside of your inbox. Now that we got that popping, let's go out and get our sponsor posts. Like, it literally walks you through the process in all 21 days of how you actually take somebody from nothing to converting so that sales are being made by the end of the 21 days. And some people in there are definitely going to start making sales before 21 days. But everybody is at different levels, right? But that's what the conversion boot camp is. It is literally us working together every single day to build up in a small group. That's why it's limited with the amount of people that can come in, because we're like together every day. And like every day I give an assignment and you got to do the assignment. It's normally $497. And right now it's on sale though, because it's Memorial Day weekend. So it's only $397, I believe, or $347 or $397. One or the other, and you can get in for $97 down and then pay the rest 30 days later. Ooh, why they always trying it? It's not specific for your industry. It's specific for the people that are in there. So if you're a service provider, I'm going to say do this. If you are a product provider, I'm going to say do this. If you are a digital product course creator, I'm going to say do this. Like, that's how that works. If you have a question, I'm going to answer the question. That's the purpose of me having the live Q&As. So if you're inside of the Conversion Bootcamp and you ask me something specific about your company, I'm going to give you an answer because you're inside of the Conversion Bootcamp. Does that make sense? You been at work, you better make that money. Hey, you better go out here and get you a check. Get check. I do anything I want because I got a check. So that's how that works. So anyway, ladies and germs, okay? Right, secure the bag. Yes, God. You're welcome, Gina. How can someone who created music make money like that? Easy. Everything boils down to traffic. You ain't been listening. Hey, Charles, what's going on, honey? When did you slide in here? Anyway, y'all, I'm about to go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on the planet Earth. Thank you so much for coming in and spending time with me. I hope that you took very good notes. This is not going to stay up on replay forever. So if you just got here at the end, go ahead, rewatch it. You know, as usual, if you know someone that needs the information, share it. Pass it along so that way they can get it and they can come up and you can make a few $1,000s this week, because I literally just ran through all of it during this broadcast. And as someone pointed out, I believe it was Latoya said she ain't even looking at her notes. Nope, because this is what I do all day, every day. The same way I can tell you my name is Ashley Ann, I can tell you how to get these coins, right? So if this is your first time here, use a little pay pimp. Make sure you subscribe. Doesn't cost you a thing. You also can connect with me on Instagram and Snapchat, King Ashley Ann. Come over, check me out, hang out with me. If you want to talk to me on Facebook, go to The Club Social with the letter K. Make sure you use the second link in my bio, www.linktree/King Ashley Ann, www.linktree/King Ashley Ann, www.linktree/King Ashley Ann. Use that link. Check out everything. Get it popping in these streets, okay? I love you guys. Bye.